Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, this is Jake Jabarelli of Jabarelli.com. Just a bunch of referral links. And so, I know I've mentioned Bitcoin Miner before in previous videos, but I haven't really talked explicitly about what it is and how it can be used. I wanted to compare and contrast, and I did that in a previous video, but I didn't really make all the points that I think are pertinent to why you would want to use Bitcoin Miner as opposed to an actual Bitcoin miner. Bitcoin Miner is not exactly a mining tool anymore. It is more of an advertising tool. Somewhat similar to Honeygain, although Honeygain doesn't show ads. It just does stuff in the background that you never see. So the most you can ever get out of Bitcoin Miner, and you can only use this on Windows machines and only on Windows 10 as far as I'm aware. So Windows 10 phones and Windows 10 laptops and desktops and Surface tablets, those all work, but nothing else. And like Honeygain, you're limited to the number of devices on one IP that you can use, or one WAN IP. So you can only do about 20.9, somewhere between 18 and 21 kilohash per second. I don't think this actually means anything, but the way that they show it, it looks legit. And I will, for the benefit of the doubt, say it's still, this is actually what's happening. So they show how much you're mining, equivalency values, how many shares, the difficulty, script, etc. I don't think this is actually accurate anymore. But besides the point, what I want to clue you into on this is, if you have a really slow machine that can definitely not mine any crypto, maybe it can, but it doesn't mine very much. I have a stick PC and this laptop here that I'm showing you remotely that don't really have a lot of processing power. They're old, but they're still running Windows 10, so they're good enough. And I consistently get somewhere between 500 and 600 Satoshis a day out of these machines. So I definitely can't mine anywhere close to that much, even with Monero or with any other Bitcoin mining tool or any other tool that mines anything. This ad network thing that they're relying on with Microsoft Ad Network, which said they were going to close like 4 months ago and still hasn't closed. I don't know if they're just having a lot of trouble finishing off that function, but they're obviously still delivering ads here, and I'm obviously still getting this. And I want to show you that I've been paid. I recently took my first payment of 8,350 Satoshis, which is 83.50 cents in US dollars. It's not, the price of Bitcoin went down, so it's definitely not the same anymore. It's more like 70 cents. But in a week, you can easily, I started on Sunday. The payouts are on Sunday, US, late Sunday on US, so I guess it's Monday morning in other parts of the world. This is Thursday US noon-ish. So I don't know where else you are in the world, but I'm nearly back to the payout, the 5,000 Satoshi payout for the week. And yes, you have to be at least 5,000 per this thing, so the payout minimum is 5,000 Satoshi. So yes, let me zoom in. Sorry, I always forget people on cell phones can't read this. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so I've gotten 4,684 Satoshi so far. I'm running this on 3 different devices of my home now. What I want to make a point about is that when running this application, every now and then the images will disappear. As long as it keeps counting, it doesn't really matter. If it stops, then hit the stop button and start over again. And if you want to check how much you have, hit view online and it will go to this page for your address. You will need to put an address in if you want payout. So of course you will need a Bitcoin address to do this at all. And I've suggested before in the past, Atomic Wallet, Exodus Wallet, both work pretty well. You can use Coinbase too, but they take a bigger fee. So those, if you go with Coinbase Pro, it's cheaper. For those who are going to comment on this, it's possible to get cheaper with Coinbase. You just got to go with the Pro version. And as far as I know, that doesn't cost anything. I think they do need to know who you are though in real life. The KYC, know your customer. But you can run this, I believe, up to 4 machines in a household. That's a typical number per IP that most companies will allow for ad displays. So if you want to do this, you know, and you have 4 Windows machines in your home, you do have to have this up on the screen at all times. That is one of the caveats of this, is that you do have to have this visible all the time. Now, you can shrink it down. You can grab this and shrink it down to literally the smallest space you want here, and it will continue to count. It might stop more often, it might not. I've had one running for much, much longer. I usually just open it, leave it there, put the icon in the taskbar, and then if it quits for whatever reason, go ahead and hit it, start up again. But as a contrast to the other 2 things I did, crypto mining, literally with NiceHash or with CryptoTab on slower machines, you will get nowhere near as much in Satoshis as you will by using this. Because like I said, this is just ad-based. So running these ads doesn't really use hardly any processing power. It's just going to use a little bit of data. And it's really not that much data, honestly. They tend to load the same ads after the same. Some of this is news. This is MSN news stuff, but they're just ads for MSN stuff, and they're paying you in Satoshi, like I said, somewhere between 500 and 600, maybe 700 at the most per day per machine. So up to 4 machines. Let me do a little math here for you to show you how much that would likely be. If you got the, let's say the minimum 500 per machine times 4 machines, that's 2,000 Satoshi a day at current prices. Previously it was 10,000, now it's 9,000, so if we divide by 9,000, it's 22 cents per day. And since it's, you know, you need a minimum of 5,000 in a week to get a payout, that would be 5,000 divided by 9,000, that's 55 cents at a minimum. Okay, current Bitcoin prices about 55 cents per week with 4 machines running, assuming you get that many. So let's say what's the maximum? You know, 720 times 4. That's all right, divided by what, 9,000 current, 32 cents, and that's per day. So 0.32 times 7, you could get that much in a week. You could get over $2 in a week from four machines running. Like I said, it has to be up all the time, but that's not bad. Let's multiply that. That's $9 a month for not really using any processing power at all. It's actually quite good. And there's not a whole lot of interaction. Like if you watch my recent video regarding CryptoTab and the boost, yeah, I'm with that one machine, I'm making $1.50 to $2 a day, but I have to keep interacting with the device. This hardly any interaction at all. It's very simple. It's very easy. One of my subscribers, whom I've spoken to before, anonymously of course, had been doing this with a lot more Windows phones, and it may not be as practical now because the MSN network might disappear anytime and we have no idea, but I'm just going to use it until it stops being useful. So Bitcoin Miner, you can check it out in the Windows application store. So you can probably look it up online and then download it locally on your Windows machine. I don't know what it does for locality, like if you're in India or if you're in Malaysia or if you're in Europe. I know it works in the US, and I'm pretty sure it still works in Europe. But yeah, like I said, overseas people that are in different countries, I can't guarantee that the MSN network will work in your country. So you can download this app and it may not work. I'm sorry if that's the case. This thing's very passive. So if it does work, great. Use it until it disappears. Like I said, this statement up here says that it's going to be shutting down. Microsoft's shutting down their ad network. That was in February. We're in May. It still hasn't shut down yet. So does that mean it's going to shut down? Maybe. But it hasn't shut down yet. So continue to use it till it does. Anyways, I hope you guys check out Bitcoin Miner. You can make yourself, like I said, upwards of $9 a month, almost completely passively. I highly recommend that. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about the idea of Bitcoin Miner in the comments, or if you have other comments about other videos. I'm open to it. I'm always looking for feedback. And just a reminder, we're going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. So when I hit 500 subscribers, you need to still be a subscriber in order to enter the contest. I will take all the list of every single subscriber I have, put them in, and we'll be giving away Satoshi. I'm thinking, you can obviously tell I'm making Satoshi, so I could probably give some of them away. But the number so far, I'm thinking somewhere between 200,000 and 300,000. The number may change, it may go up. But I want to make it worth your while, because I'm not just giving away 5,000 Satoshi. We already know that's hardly anything. So definitely doing a giveaway. Please subscribe, like, and continue watching my videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.